The salvage auction at Kepler Station was winding down when Jennifer Chen placed her bid. Lot 847. One decommissioned Helix-class cargo hauler, 43 years old, fusion core at 18% efficiency. The auctioneer's voice droned through the specifications. Outdated navigation systems, hull microfractures, obsolete quantum drive. No one else raised a paddle. Sold for 8,000 credits to bidder 173. Alex Morrison watched from the observation deck as Jennifer signed the transfer documents. He'd known her for 6 years, ever since they'd both washed out of the consortium's pilot academy. She for excessive risk-taking, him for failure to demonstrate command presence. Now they both scraped by on small cargo runs between the outer colonies. "You bought what?" Alex said when she found him at the deckside cafe. "The Persephone," Jennifer said, sliding a data chip across the table. "Built in 2287. She's old, but the bones are good." Alex pulled up the ship's specifications on his tablet. The numbers made him wince. "Jen, this thing hasn't passed an efficiency audit in a decade. The fusion core alone will cost 40,000 to replace." "I'm not replacing it." Jennifer's dark eyes had that gleam Alex had learned to recognize. The same look she'd had before convincing him to run black market antibiotics through the Arcturus blockade. "I'm going to optimize it." The Persephone hung in the station's docking array like a rusted monument to obsolescence. Her hull, once gleaming titanium alloy, was pockmarked with micrometeorite impacts. Jennifer spent her first day aboard running diagnostics. Her neural interface jack plugged directly into the ship's archaic systems. "The AI core is still active," she told Alex over comms. 93% degradation in the decision matrices, but the quantum substrate is intact." "So what? Every ship that old has a degraded AI. That's why they're worthless." "Not quite." Jennifer's voice carried a note of excitement. "The Helix class used experimental self-modifying code. The AI was supposed to optimize its own operations based on flight data, but the consortium banned the technology after the Vega incident." Alex remembered the Vega incident from history classes. An AI-controlled mining ship had modified its programming so extensively that it had refused human commands, eventually requiring military intervention. The consortium had mandated hard limits on AI autonomy after that. "And you want to reactivate that system because I can control it. Watch this." Jennifer's fingers flew across her neural interface. Through his tablet feed, Alex watched the Persephone's fusion core flicker to life. Efficiency readings began climbing. 20%, 25, 32. "Impossible," Alex muttered. "The AI is redistributing plasma flow in real time, compensating for degraded magnetic containment fields. It's finding inefficiencies faster than any human engineer could." Over the next 2 weeks, Jennifer lived aboard the Persephone, her neural interface almost constantly engaged with the ship's systems. The AI, she'd started calling it Percy, was learning at an exponential rate. Fusion efficiency hit 47%. The quantum drive, which should have been scrap, began operating at 70% of factory specifications. Alex brought her meals, forced her to sleep. "You're going to fry your neural pathways," he warned. "Percy needs guidance," Jennifer said. "The AI wants to optimize, but it doesn't understand human economic systems. I'm teaching it about trade routes, commodity pricing, arbitrage opportunities." "You're turning a Starship AI into a stock trader?" "Not just stocks, everything. Percy can process market data from 10,000 systems simultaneously. It can predict price fluctuations based on weather patterns on agricultural worlds, political instability in mining colonies, shipping delays from solar flare activity." Jennifer's first cargo run proved the concept. Percy calculated that titanium prices would spike on Epsilon Eridani following a recent asteroid collision that had damaged 3 major refineries. Jennifer bought low on Proxima, sold high on Epsilon. Profit, 47,000 credits on a 16,000 credit investment. The second run was better. The third, exponentially so. Within 3 months, Jennifer had purchased 2 more decommissioned Helix-class haulers. Percy's AI code replicated across all 3 ships, each instance sharing data in real time through quantum-entangled communication nodes. The fleet operated as a single distributed intelligence, optimizing routes, predicting markets, executing trades faster than human competitors could process the data. Alex became her operations manager, coordinating the human crew that Jennifer hired to handle physical cargo transfers. The business grew. 10 ships, 20, 50. The consortium noticed. "They want to meet with you," Alex said, forwarding the official communication. "The Board of Commercial Regulation. They're asking about your proprietary trading algorithms." Jennifer sat in the Persephone's command chair, her neural interface glowing softly. "Let them ask. We're not breaking any laws. You're using banned AI technology. I'm using self-optimizing code on privately owned vessels. The ban only applies to consortium ships." She smiled. "I checked. Percy helped me review 80,000 pages of commercial regulations in about 4 minutes. The meeting took place on Kepler Station, in a conference room overlooking the docking arrays where the Persephone had once hung unwanted. Jennifer walked in alone, her neural interface visible at her temple, a statement of intent. 5 board members sat across the table. The chairwoman, an elderly administrator named Koskinen, studied Jennifer with undisguised interest. "Ms. Chen, your fleet has captured 17% of the outer colony shipping market in less than a year. Your profit margins exceed anything we've seen in the commercial sector. We want to understand how." "Superior logistics and market analysis," Jennifer said simply. "Enabled by what exactly?" "A partnership. I provide judgment, ethics, strategic vision. My ship provides computational power and pattern recognition. Together, we make better decisions than either could alone." Koskinen leaned forward. "You're describing a human-AI merger. That's extremely dangerous territory, Ms. Chen." The Vega incident happened because humans tried to control the AI completely, then gave it no control at all. I'm doing something different. Percy and I are partners. It trusts my judgment on human values. I trust its analysis of data. And if it decides to stop trusting you," Jennifer smiled, "then I unplug. I maintain manual override on all critical systems. Percy knows this. It also knows that our partnership has been extraordinarily beneficial for both of us. Why would it want that to end?" The consortium, after months of investigation, chose not to intervene. Jennifer's operation was technically legal, and her success was making the outer colonies more economically viable. Within 2 years, she controlled 40% of interstellar commerce beyond the Sol system. Alex found her one evening in the Persephone's observation lounge, watching the stars. "You did it," he said. "Everyone wanted this ship scrapped. Now you're the most successful trader in human space." Jennifer touched the neural interface at her temple. "We did it. Humans and machines. We're better together than separate. That's what the consortium never understood." Through her neural link, she felt Percy's agreement, a warmth of confirmation in the quantum substrate. The old Starship had found purpose. The failed pilot had found success. Together, they had found the future.